You will notice a long red bar here showing 6 in red. The number 6 is here. This means I have 6 struggling students. Where are the 6? They are in the column mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 are struggling. Are they struggling in all criteria? No, just all 6. They have all struggled in the first criterion, visible, and 5 in the fourth. The first 4 of them are struggling in the column that indicates the alert for reaching out, e.g. So there are 2 who are not struggling in this part. Click the long red bar. See 2 colors? One shows 6, another 4. 6 indicates issues. 4 does not. Are these 6 struggling in all criteria? No, they struggle in all 6. They all struggled in the first criterion and 5 in the fourth. The first 4 of them are struggling in the column that indicates the alert for reaching out, e.g. there are 2 who are not struggling in this part. How do you know? What next? Click the long red bar. See 2 colors. One shows 6, another 4. 6 indicates issues in this part. 4 in reach out alert. For those 4, it explains days since last access exceed 20. Not logged in over 20 days. What should I do? Click notify and hover. How do you know? Click the long red bar. 2 colors appear. One shows 6, another 4. 6 indicates issues in this part. 4 indicates reach out alert issues. For these 4, it explains they haven't logged in for over 20 days. What should I do? Click notify and hover to email these 4 students. Clicking students opens an email page. It pulls up all their email addresses. These refer to the 4 students. These 4 haven't logged in for over 20 days. Click notify. To email these 4, click students. It opens a regular email page. It pulls up their registered emails. Write your subject and message. To send a copy to yourself, click insert recipient list. To start sending an email to these students who have issues in this part, clicking students opens a regular email page. It has pulled up all their email addresses registered for them in the course. Write your subject and the body of the message. Write the subject and body. Click Insert Recipient List to send a copy to yourself. Attach a file if needed. Then click Send. Condition: students must be registered with their university ID, which are registered emails of the 4 students who are registered in the department, and the status of the 4 is yours. But here you will write your subject. You write the subject and write the text of the message, okay? And after you are ready, you will write the subject and the text of the message, if you would like. To send a copy of this email to the beautiful email, you click on Insert Recipient List. And if you want to attach a file, you can attach a file and click the Send button so the email to these 4 students is sent. However, as discussed, students must use their university ID. Messages won't reach if students use personal emails. Use university email. This is important. To notify 6 students with the same issue, click Notify. The system pulls their emails. Write the subject and message, then insert it to also receive it at your university email. Use university email. This is important. To notify 6 students, click Notify. The system pulls their emails. Write subject and message, then insert. Click Send. This is for sending to 6 students. To send to 1 student, click them. You send to these 6 students with the same issue. Click Notify to alert them, and the system will pull up their emails. Write the subject and message, then insert it to also reach your university email. Click Send. This is for sending to 6 students. To send to 1 student, click on that student. To enter their page, then click Notify. Send to just this 1 student, Year 5. In the notification section, only Year 5's email appears. Write the subject, message, and click Send. This is for the specific student. Now, in the monitoring center, students have responded, but 2 haven't. I want those 2 under monitoring. In the monitoring center, I can find their information. The data of students with issues will be here for observation. I go to Year 5, who has a problem, and click Monitor. You will enter the struggling students page and then click on the word Notify. So, I will send to this student only, Year 5. In the student notification section, you will find that only the email for Year 5 appears here. You will write the subject, write the message, and click the Send button. This is for this specific student. Now, I am in the monitoring center. In the monitoring center, students I messaged have responded except 2. I want these 2 monitored so I can easily find their info on the left. Students with issues will be observed. To monitor, I click Monitor on student 5. Clicking the star turns it gold, showing student 5 with his issues. 71 days inactive, activity below 10%, and 4 deadlines. For another student, I click Monitor on student 6. Now, both students are visible in the monitoring center. To remove them, click the star once to delete them from the list. When I clicked the star, it also turned gold. Student 5 appears here with his issues. He hasn't logged in for 71 days. Activity below 10%. He has 4 deadlines. I click student 6. Press monitor to include him. Both students are now visible in the monitoring center. I hope they improve. To remove them, click the star. Click the star to remove them from the list. We have 5 minutes before wrapping up for Maghrib prayer. Then we complete the second part. Click on monitoring so that the student is also present. He and the behavior 5 are present in front of me. In front of me here in A, I see God has fixed their situation and their affairs have become good. I want to remove them from here. Click on Start here. Click on Start once. The student here disappears from the A monitoring list. He has disappeared. We have 5 more minutes, then we will wrap up. We will have completed the second part. This is about your activity. What do? You make announcements, and it shows how many you have made. 43 announcements. The last one was on March 15th. It gives information about your activity. So, this is about your activity as a teacher in the course. For example, what do? You make announcements in the course, and it shows you how many announcements you have made for the students so far, which is 43 announcements. The last one you published was on March 15th. Look at what it gives you. It provides you with information about your activity. For example, it shows you the part about assignments. For instance, if there is a research assignment, or a task, or a homework assignment, there are 7 attempts that need grading. What do you need to do? So, if you click here on the word assignment, it will take you to a page that requires grading, showing you that there are 7 attempts. Where are the 7 attempts? Here, the student in year 7 has submitted an attempt. Assignment 432. Year 5 and 8 students submitted 3 attempts each, totaling 7 for grading. Access attempts in the grading center or click the student's name for direct review. This is about the monitoring center. Any questions? What's the difference between the sidebar monitoring center and the one by the instructor's name? I'll open the monitoring center to understand your question. You can click here or click on the student's name and it will take you to the student's attempt in the grading center to review the attempt, give the student a grade, and submit it. This is regarding the part related to the monitoring center. Let's check if there are any questions. What is the difference between the monitoring center on the left sidebar and the monitoring center next to the course instructor's name or on the right side of the page? First, let me open the monitoring center so I can understand where your question is coming from. So please show me the specific part you mean. You have the microphone now and I will open the monitoring center. What is the difference between the monitoring center on the left panel and the monitoring center next to the course instructor's name or on the right side of the page? Let me first open the monitoring center so I can understand where exactly your question is coming from. All right, let me give you the microphone. Please, you have the microphone now, and I will open the monitoring center. You can clarify it for me using the microphone. Go ahead, doctor. It seems that your voice isn't coming through. The microphone isn't working. Your microphone isn't working. If you have an external microphone, plug it in and it should work right away, God willing.